What is going on, everybody? This is BroncoJuggalo, and today I am coming to you with Movie Review Time's Horror Sequel Tag. Now, we tag myself, and before I get into it, I'm going to tag a couple people just so I don't forget. I'm going to tag Adelyn's Universe, I am going to tag James Grimm, and I am going to tag Adam Paul Beaumont. Those are the three people I'm tagging. So this contains 9 questions, and all pertaining to horror sequels, and here we go. What is your favorite horror sequel? That would be A Nightmare on Elm Street 3. It's the first one I ever saw in theaters. I love that movie. It's the first horror movie I truly remember. That's the movie that I love. Question number 2. What is the worst horror sequel? Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Hands down, biggest piece of dog shit ever made. Question number 3. What horror sequel is the most underrated in my opinion? There's quite a few that I think people underrate, but I'm going to go with Halloween 5. I think Halloween 5 is extremely underrated. That is an awesome movie. It is, in my opinion, very well written, and it has just some of the best scenes in the franchise. Question number 4. What horror film do you feel is the most overrated, in your opinion? Horror sequel. Well, I just did my top 10 most overrated movies, and I thought about answering this with sequels as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 or Halloween 3. But I still don't feel either of those are actually all that popular. They have their cult followings, so I don't know if I would actually consider them overrated. A horror sequel that I feel is overrated is Saw 2. I think Saw 2 is extremely overrated. People act like that movie is the best in the franchise. They hype it up. They talk about the twist at the end. First off, I saw the twist coming within the first few minutes of the film. She had no reason to even be in the film. Therefore, I knew she was the bad guy. I just think that's an extremely overrated movie. I think that some of the later sequels are actually much better than 2. What is the best death scene in a horror sequel? I'm going with, once again, A Nightmare on Elm Street 3. I'm going with Paul's death. The marionette scene, I love it. It's my favorite kill of all time, and I love that scene. What horror sequel do you think has the best gore effects? I'm going with Terrifier, and yes, Terrifier is a sequel. It is a sequel to All Hallows Eve. All Hallows Eve 2 is also a sequel, but Terrifier is a sequel. In All Hallows Eve, there is a segment called Terrifier, all about Art the Clown. This movie came after, therefore it is a sequel. What horror sequel did you used to hate, but now you love? That's a tough one, and so is the next question. That doesn't happen to me very often. There is some that I like a lot less. This one is one that I'm going to tell you. I didn't ever hate this movie, but I didn't like it all that much, and that is Friday the 13th, Part 8. Jason Takes Manhattan. I have way more fun with that movie now than I did back in the day when I used to watch it. Now I think it's actually a pretty decent film. It's still got a lot of bad shit in it, but I have a lot of fun with it. You know what I mean? The next question is the opposite of that. What horror sequel did you love but now you hate? I really don't have very many of those. If I don't like something, I really don't like it from the beginning usually. The only one that really comes to mind is A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, and I don't hate it. I used to like it a lot more when I was a kid, and now I just think it's kind of forgettable, and I don't like it as much anymore. It's on the lower end of my Nightmare on Elm Street franchise ranking. But that's the only one I can think of right now. And question number 9 is, what horror sequel has the best ending? And unfortunately, I'm going to take the same answer that Rob and the same answer that Sean Urshan did and go with Halloween H2O. Best fucking ending maybe for a horror movie of all time. Fucking love that ending. If they would have kept the franchise right there, I would have been happy. However, being a Halloween fan that I am, I want more and more Halloween all the time. So I'm glad they kept making more, even though like the next 3 after that were all shit. And it took till 2018 for them to give us a good one. And yes, Rob, it's a very good fucking movie. Now, I don't know if I'd say that it's the one we deserve over Halloween 2, because Halloween 2 will always be the true sequel to me. That is the best fucking movie. I love Halloween 2. In this new one, I just kind of ignore like the whole they're not brother and sister thing now. I fucking love the new movie though. I fucking love it. I absolutely love it. Anyways, this is BroncoJuggalo saying, guys that I tagged, do the tag if you're up for it. Thank you, Rob, for creating it. It's a good tag. Kind of funny that you created it too, because I was just about to do a top 10 favorite horror sequels. So this is BroncoJuggalo saying, peace.
have such sights to show you.